Dungeons & Daddies is a rowdy, horny, violent podcast for grown-ups. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
All right, Doug, we'll go from the top.
Universal Studio sucks. Boring, tacky, and cliche. The kind of place where you leave a scathing 1-star Yelp review. Pandas doing kung fu. Janky animatronics. Rights for movies you never wanted. If you only knew about Disney World, the greatest theme park of all time. When you go on the rides, your wives don't die. My favorite place to get high is Disney World.
Buy an annual pass.
And Disneyland.
Don't forget to add parking.
There's 2 more in Japan, and 1 in France, and 1 that just opened in Shanghai.
Welcome to Dungeons and Daddies, sometimes a BDSM podcast, most of the times a Dungeons and Dragons podcast about 4 dads from our world flung into the Forgotten Realms in the quest to rescue their lost sons.
Welcome to Wizards and Widowers.
Nice.
Too soon?
Little, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm very nervous. I'm trying to cut the mood with gallows humor.
I know. I miss the sexy times.
Yeah, this used to be a hot, sex-ass podcast.
Remember when we were like trying to have sex with like hot 20-year-old band members like backstage? Remember that time?
BDSM, but the D stands for death.
And the M stands for moms.
No.
And as for sad.
Sad, yeah.
Bad, dead, sad moms.
Yeah. My name is Freddie Wong. I play Glenn Close, the rock and roll bard of the group. This week's Glenn fact: since we're on a roller coaster, an emotional roller coaster of sorts, I think it would be an appropriate time to explain what is Glenn's favorite Disneyland ride as the biggest Disney fan. Glenn's favorite Disneyland ride. A lot of people were throwing guesses out there. There were some Pirates guesses. There were some Haunted Mansion guesses. The answer, in fact...
Can I try?
Yeah.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Incorrect.
That was a good one, though.
That was a good one.
That was a
Was
good
a good
guess.
one. Was a good one.
Tiki House.
Nope.
Jungle ride?
No, we're just going to name all the fucking Disney rides. So, Autopia. The car ride.
Classic.
That's not in Disneyland,
The
is it?
second
Isn't
most
that
It's in
Disney World?
useless
Disneyland. No,
ride.
it's not Disneyland. Now, here's why.
Ugh.
All them diesel fumes cover up the smell of the dank kush, my
Jesus.
dudes. That's where he
Jesus.
stops. First stop in the morning. Make sure that he's on the...
What's his second stop once it hits?
Yeah.
I think he kind of just wanders around and looks at teacups for a while.
He gets
That's
one of
the
those
only
turkey
ride
legs.
he's ridden is Autopia.
He just goes and sets
The
up
monorail.
at the Pizza Planet.
Yeah.
Pays $17 for an individual churro.
He gets like 3 bread bowls while he's there at Boobies.
No, I always see people. I mean, I've only been once or twice, but I always see people walking around those giant turkey legs, and then I never found out where they have them.
They bring those in.
Yeah,
Those
do
are-
they come in with the turkey legs? I bet
Yeah,
they
they take
did.
them from the Renaissance Pleasure Fair. And
I don't want to say who it is, but one of my wife's friends, we went to Disneyland and she's like, it's her favorite thing to get the turkey leg. So we had to go find where the turkey leg was. And they're like, oh, wait, we don't have turkey legs right now. You have to wait. They'll be here in like 15 or 20 minutes because they bring them from some kitchen. I swear to God, by the time they brought the turkey legs, there was like 30 people. Be like, where the fuck are my turkey? And the lady person's
my
like,
gosh.
they're coming in 15 minutes. And we're like, should we go? And she's like, no, I haven't been to California for
Oh,
years.
no.
I just want my goddamn turkey legs.
Oh, no.
And I watched like 30 people slowly lose their mind. Like, be like, I'm going to call your manager. Where the fuck are these turkey legs?
Oh my
Guys,
God.
please take me to Disneyland and give me a turkey leg.
They're very good.
I'll chew on that turkey leg all day. I'll make it last. I'll bring it on all the rides. They'll be like, ma'am, you cannot bring that turkey leg onto the Space's Edge Galaxy Star Trek Lord land.
All right. Hello, my name is Matt Arnold. I play Darryl Wilson, a stay-at-home coach dad who's a barbarian in the Forgotten Realms. This is kind of a 2 facts in one because I think you should
Two
have
facts, too furious.
2 facts, 2 furious. It's kind of more of a Carol fact. So Carol's actually just really into...
Carol's dead.
Carol's dead, but before my beloved wife had passed away, one of her favorite things was hard sci-fi. Like she really likes hard sci-fi.
Oh, all right. Okay.
So when
She'll
we
hate this.
and Darryl can't stand especially time travel stuff because it makes him feel like an idiot because he is. So when they take turns on their Friday movie nights, and one night she rented Primer, and Darryl had been up really early watching.
Carol being into Primer is the wildest twist this podcast has ever. Oh yes, Carol, big Shane Carruth fan. What did
She
you think of
loves
Upstream
hard
Color?
sci-fi.
We fell in love over Upstream Color.
The fact that the relationship doesn't work could not be better exemplified by the fact that she likes Primer.
So Darryl had been up really early to watch the World Cup at like 3 a.m. with his Chelsea boys. So he was trying to stay awake, but he kept falling asleep.
No.
And then at the end, she's like, "Well, did you like it?" And Darryl did not remember anything. He's like, "Oh yeah, of course I liked it." And she started asking like, "What was your favorite part?" And he's like, and he got scared, so he ran to the bathroom. He's like, "Let me go to the bathroom real quick." And he tried to pull out the synopsis of Primer. And he sat there for like 10 minutes on the toilet
Blood shot out of his nose.
until he fell asleep. And he woke up to a scream. And that's also the fact of when Grant first saw his dad naked.
Wait,
Okay.
Wait, he was watching
He
Primer
was sitting
naked?
he was sitting on the
He's
toilet.
on with his pants down.
Yeah, he fell
Oh,
asleep.
he's like, so
You didn't take your shirt off.
Wait, back up,
That's it. There's three dad facts because also Darryl poops naked. That's what you canonically just revealed.
Daryl full on takes his entire pants off when he goes to the bathroom.
Okay, what?
Wait. Okay, so the episode is canceled. The episode is just 70 minutes of us unpacking this.
You guys want to go to the bathroom with ankle handcuffs on? You take out those pants, spread your legs out, have a good time, feel free in there.
Where does he put the pants?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You just leave them crumpled on the
Oh,
ground?
you fold them up, put them on the sink, sit down, enjoy
the
yourself.
sink? The sink? So your ass germs can get all over your lovely sink?
No. What are you talking about?
Well, look who's in the hygiene hot seat now.
No, hygiene.
Okay, wait. Well, like, what about public restrooms? Is he taking off his pants, putting them
No.
in a public ass sink?
That's why he doesn't like going to public restrooms.
Did you take his like shoes off and like his socks off too?
See, by
Is
the
it,
way,
like-
unlike Will, I will totally say, like, absolutely, Matt loves to be able to have no pants on
That's
while going to the
insane.
bathroom.
Oh my
That's
You gotta
the
feel free in
worst.
there.
But are
There's
you
no
wearing
other, hey, you know what?
shoes,
There's
though?
no other animal on earth that wears pants while going to the bathroom. That's all I'll say.
Good point. Even Winnie the
I'm
Pooh.
losing my mind.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's a barn burner.
Well, that
dad
was
fact,
Dungeons
Matt.
and Daddies, guys.
That's permanent disadvantage on charisma checks for Matt for the rest of the campaign until the heat
no,
death of the
I'm
universe.
going to throw this in there. Henry does that too.
Yeah, you guys give it a try. It'll change your life.
I've
Ron
pooped
poops with his
naked
pants
before.
on
Like it's not as
entirely.
I didn't make it. I didn't poop when I pooped naked. I was like, oh, this has got to be my new thing. This is my new normal.
So
this
when
is
you-
my style.
So when you poop, when you close the door and you're by yourself and nobody's there, nobody's around, nobody's judging you with what you're doing.
Yeah.
You sit there and be like, I love it that my ankles are 7 inches apart because I don't want I don't want my feet to be free.
it's literally it's no trouble whatsoever. What am I going to be doing with
got
my
my feet
ankles?
up. I
I'm
got
not
my
gonna be doing. I'm not going to be going into fucking your
What are you
feet up.
OBGYN? What are you doing?
That's going to pinch it midway through. What is wrong
Yeah,
with
he's got
you?
him in the stirrups,
You've
Anthony.
never had a good shit. What the fuck?
My feet are not up.
What
All
are
right.
you training
I'm just
for?
picturing Darryl like he goes in, he takes his pants and boxers off, like neatly folds them and sets them on the.
I'll see you later, he says to them, patting them once lovingly.
And then he does some sort of sick ab exercise where he extends his legs out.
Fucking knee lifts, you ring fit adventuring while you're on the goddamn commode.
All right.
Well, you can imagine how confused Grant was when he came in and found his dad without pants and then folded.
I'm amazed that your relationship with Grant is as good as it is.
Oh boy.
I'm Will Campos.
Good luck, Will.
Yeah, man. I had a fun thing planned. We'll see if it's still funny. I feel like I just got blown out by 3 crazy ass Darryl facts. I play Henry Oak, crunchy munchy hippie granola eating Birkenstock rockin' nature druid dad. And I've been sick the last couple days. I've been feeling a little under the weather, so I did not have time to prepare a dad fact. But what
He has
I was
coronavirus,
thinking,
everybody.
I do not have coronavirus.
You're actually going to get it by listening to the podcast is what's scary.
I was thinking that maybe all of us together could come up with Henry's dad fact this week, one word at a time, like on Whose Line Is It Anyway? So that's what I want to do.
All right.
Putting a lot
This
of
is
work
dangerous.
in our laps that you should have done.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be real fun. It's like one of those Who's Line sketches, like the ones with Drew Carey where they all indulge him at the end of the show.
And whatever happens is canonical.
Whatever we come up with, word by word, is a canonical Henry Dad fact.
This is high risk.
All right,
right,
ready?
you
Are
start
we
the
ready?
word.
I think
Anthony,
you
you got to
gotta
get in on this too. This is the whole group.
Are we going in an order? Or
I was clockwise. We'll go me, Beth, and we'll go around the circle.
Okay.
That's second. That's dangerous.
I really don't. I can't think of anything funny.
All right.
Use just one word at a time.
Just
One word at a
is
time.
fine.
Henry,
Belongs
2.
Lovely.
organization,
that
Calls.
Itself.
Vicious.
skiers. I don't know. That's terrible.
No, vicious skiers.
The damage is done. He's part of the vicious skiers. Tell
Henry's
us more.
okay. All right. I'll make this work. Henry's part
In
of
the form of a song, please.
Henry's part of a organization that calls themselves the Vicious Skiers, and they are a group of skiers because he goes skiing up at Big
dressed
Bear
like Sid
occasionally.
Vicious.
Dressed like Sid Vicious,
Yeah.
and their whole
And they
thing.
set off avalanches to try and.
Are they the bad guys from Better
Oh
Off
yes,
Dead?
yes. Henry thinks that they're just all about like respecting the trails and like making sure people don't litter up there and
They're
they
like
have a safe time.
eco-terrorists.
He does not realize that they're objectively eco-terrorists who are trying to like stop like big ski resort from
Isn't
encroaching
that
on
he
these
joined
mountains.
them, but he never has time to go skiing, so he's actually never
Yes,
gone
exactly.
anywhere. He's never gone anywhere with them, but
Yeah.
he's on their membership.
It's that he's gone with them, but he's not a good enough skier to be on the actual mountain. He's been on the bunny hill the entire time.
Yes, exactly. And he's like, I want to get into skiing. He joined this eco group, the Vicious Skiers. He thinks that they're all about like, sustainable skiing and stuff like that. And secretly they've been plotting to like start avalanches and stuff. And so he's on a watch list. So there we go. That was fun, guys.
Tight.
And he poops without his pants on.
Yeah. Tight. My name is Beth May, and I play Ron Stampler, emotionally detached stepfather and rogue. Guys, this week, I hate to be a bummer with my dad fact, but I got to bring it home back to last week and say that something that everybody should know about Ron is that Samantha is the only person who has ever called him Ronnie.
Whoa.
That's cute.
Dang. Beth over here making Matt and I look like a couple of goofballs with that.
You
like,
guys are so silly.
I'm Anthony. I'm your dad. And
My dad.
my dad fact is that I don't even take my pants off when I shit. I just go straight through the denim.
Nice.
The force of my hatred propelling it out of my body.
It really kind of depends on how you're standing. That's what ankle it comes out of.
I hate
Did you say ankle?
Yeah, ankle. He's talking about that. You have
goes
a
down
straight
your
shot
pants.
through one of your.
I was going to say he has like one of those comedy, like an old timey, like long underwear, prospector situation.
Or I thought you were saying it's the equivalent of like over the gate where you just like kind of you take your dick out over the top of your underwear. That's what you do with your pants when you shit. You just kind of pull it down slightly.
I make sure to get the momentum going first, then gravity handles the rest on its way out.
I've never heard that over the gate.
Yeah, it's over the gate or through the gate, depending if you got.
Man.
You ever heard that?
Whether
you go through the boxer hole or
your ding.
over the
I've never
boxer.
heard that before.
Yeah, and now because nowadays boxers don't really have like that. Now it's all over the gate. Like me undies and
Yeah,
stuff. None of those things have.
a lot of boxers have like sealed up that gate,
Build a wall.
Yeah, and to that I
way
say
is
thank
shut.
you.
Build a wall and make my taint pay for it. All right, so last week your wives died.
Jesus
You went to a pyramid to kill some mummies so that you could hire a bunch of mercenaries to go attack Castle Ravenloft, where the purple dudes are. Inside, you found some traps, some murders that maybe Doug may or may not have done.
Doug didn't do the murders. Doug did not murder
said
anyone.
He did them.
Text Doug guilty or innocent, too. And then you went down and you found 3 mummies, one of whom was a little bit more put together than the others.
And they were all mommies.
And they
was
were all
the
mommies.
problem.
Oh, boy.
You all got some notes from them. Apparently, they 10 years after you left, they noticed an energy spike in the mummy ride. Also, within those 10 years, they redesigned the mummy ride to be a pyramid. Eat my ass.
Nice.
They went to the pyramid. They got sucked through, spent another 10 years sort of hurtling through this purple vortex. And then you found them almost set them on fire. Thankfully, did not. And then they sort of finally, having seen you again, died. So to remind you of what the sort of scene looks like, you are at the bottom of the maintenance area of a roller coaster. It's sort of well lit. It's pretty flat. Down here, you see the 3 bodies of your mummified wives, a ladder leading back up to the coaster and the roller coaster track where Doug is currently sitting, a couple of suitcases full of stuff.
So we're like at the bottom of like a big silo.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Mercedes Garcia had a gun in one of her hands. There's some suitcases full of something, might be golden, some other stuff. You'd seen one of the notes that they had tried to bring you some stuff that would be useful on this trip. And Doug is up on the coaster that you came out and being like, hey, is everything okay? What's going on?
Oh, we're gonna dive right into here. I was thinking we would do like the Frodo turns around and has like one tear in his eyes, and you cut to like 20 minutes later when you don't have to deal with all the emotion.
No, you got to handle it. I mean, Henry's just crestfallen on the ground. I don't think he's got capacity for conscious thought at this exact moment.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the last moment was you guys pulled me off of trying to unwrap Carol's face.
Yes, and then Freddie said, "That's why you go to Disneyland."
He maintained our status as a comedy podcast.
Okay, I punch Glenn.
Whoa! All right,
punched
fine.
Glenn.
Let's go. You want to roll some dice?
Roll dice to do it.
I was taking advantage because he's not expecting
Yeah,
it.
if you weren't expecting it, then I feel like he just gets attack advantage.
I've been in my fair share of like holding people back from fights though, and like
Okay, well then he doesn't.
halls.
You get
A lot of
advantage
Black
which cancels out his
Fri-
advantage.
I feel
Black
like Glenn
Fridays.
just did the smile at the end of the joke, and his tooth just twinkles, and then Daryl's fist is about to come in straight at it.
I rolled a 16. I don't know what I'm rolling for anymore.
What's your AC?
14.
Okay, so it hits. So roll. So whatever your unarmed damage is, roll that, and that's what Glenn takes.
Oh, he's a barbarian too. This is gonna hurt.
God, really?
No, just 4 damage.
4 damage?
It's roughly the amount of damage that a good dad joke does. You take a physical dad joke to the face.
I swing. I'm gonna go. Fucking now, Glenn. Now you want to make jokes? Now our wives are dead.
Was I making the joke canonically in podcast? I don't. Hold on. I just want to establish it. No, I feel like I wouldn't be making a joke canonically in podcast.
All right, that's fair.
Come on, Glenn. I knew you were thinking of something funny. I saw that smile in your eye.
Yeah, fucking shit-eating grin.
I'm sorry.
Everybody, just calm down. Just calm down.
I heard him say a joke, but I guess he didn't. I'm sorry. I'm just out of my mind.
We gotta get out of here.
We
man.
need to get to Ravenloft right now.
We have to get out. I don't know what this is. I'm looking at these letters. I don't know if this is real or not. There's some illusions. We've seen a lot of weird magical shit since we showed up here. So I don't even know if this is real, and you don't even know if this is real. And the only thing that we do know is that we gotta get going, and that this is not a good place for us to be. So we should get the hell out of here, guys.
Carol definitely wrote my letter.
I know by Lioness, and that's her handwriting, and I'm pretty sure that's her body, and I think this really happened, and I know we got to get out of here.
There's nothing we can do about it now,
all right,
so we
but
gotta
we
go.
gotta hold on. Glenn, just hold on. This is all going really, really fast. Henry is freaking out, obviously. He sees the luggage nearby, and he just runs towards it and starts rooting through it.
I think Ron does the same thing. I think he goes through the luggage too.
So inside the suitcase, you find basically a lot of Sacagawea gold dollars that in Dungeons and Dragons currency ends up to be about 1,000 gold.
You're not talking about literal Sacagawea dollars. You're talking about...
No, they are literal. They like turned all of their stuff into Sacagawea dollars, presumably, cashed in a bunch of money to get Sacagawea dollars, then brought them back here. And the exchange rate, I'm telling you, sort of fourth wall breakingly, is 1,000 gold.
Glenn rubs his chin thoughtfully and says, "What happened to the economy in the real world? Note to self, take a look back at Bitcoin when I get back."
Henry just starts searching frantically. There's got to be something in here. There's got to be some way to undo this. There's got to be some way to stop this.
You find a variety of items that you can tell have sort of magical properties and stuff like that. But if you're looking specifically for something that is going to unmummify your wives, you are going to be disappointed. You also find an item from Brittany Parsons. Thank you, Brittany. And it is the Hat of Shadows. And when worn, it allows the wearer to control shadows for 1 hour.
It's like a Metallica hat.
It's whatever kind of hat you would like it to be.
It's called a trilby.
Oh, no. It's not that. It can be any type of hat.
It's
other
a
than
pork
that.
pie hat. And it makes you grow a cool soul patch.
Is that the cabbie hat?
It's like a tiny little, it's
The
like
Walter
kind of like
White
a
hat.
ska hat.
Oh,
Ska hat.
If you put on a pork pie hat, you automatically know how to play trombone in a ska band.
well, same thing about the cabbie hat. Yeah, like the newsboy hat.
Oh, no, the pork pie is not a newsboy hat.
Okay, newsboy hats are for balding people, right?
All hats are for balding people.
Okay. Well, then I'm not wearing it.
I slammed the case shut. This doesn't make sense. You called them 2 minutes ago. We called them. I thought only like an hour had passed. I don't understand what's happening. How
Darryl,
are they?
you got your phone,
How's it been
right?
40 years?
Daryl's already has his phone out. And he's going
He's
to
gonna call Mercedes.
He's going to call his true love Mercedes. No, he's going to call Carol.
Okay, so roll. You want to beat a 4, but you have advantage.
Hold on. All right, if we're gonna call them, make sure that our wives are alive now or alive then, wherever we are in time versus where they are in time. I actually haven't watched many time travel movies. They're all kind of confusing,
They're
and now
really
I'm realizing
confusing.
that real life is also confusing when it comes to time and time travel. What I'm saying, Darryl, is shouldn't we call someone we know will pick up?
Oh my God.
Ron, what? How about okay?
Well, she wants to. She wants to get the D word. Divorce.
She wants the D.
She wants the D.
Just call him, man.
I just stare at Ron and nod. And then I dial Carol's number.
Okay, give me a roll.
It's an 18.
Okay, great.
Okay, thank God.
Okay, so you hear a click, and then you hear the familiar voice of your wife, Carol, say,
Hey, what's up? How did you get my text?
Hey, Carol, how's everything over there?
She's on the phone.
Oh
She's
shit!
on the phone.
It's been like 30 seconds since you last called me, so I mean,
It's only been 30 seconds.
yeah.
Have you heard anything from, have you been talking to the other moms?
No, should I? Well, yeah, I guess I should. If the kids
Mercedes.
are gone, Mercedes. Yeah, okay. Let me get a pen. Okay, who am I calling?
Wait, don't.
Wait.
They can never meet.
Just no, hold. Press hold. Put
Hey,
her on
Carol,
hold.
just 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
So we know they're alive, right? So she's alive.
Just ask him.
Yeah,
ask her
Carol's-
to check if they're still alive. I mean,
Yeah, Carol's alive.
okay.
What if what you're about to tell them is what sends
Sends
them
them-
to the mummy ride?
Okay, you have to tell them to never go to Universal Studios
But what
ever.
if him saying you should never go to Universal Studios is what gives them the idea to go to Universal Studios?
Okay, then tell him to go to Universal Studios. Here, put me on the phone with Carol. Tell her it's a great time. It's a great time, and there's so many cool tricks, and there's so many cool. I thought it would be a scary ride, but it wasn't very scary, and I didn't even get sick. Tell her it's the best thing ever, and then at the end there's a surprise, but don't tell her what the surprise is, or else she'll never go, and then she'll.
But we want her to never
No,
go.
wait, yeah.
Okay, this is too complicated for me. Darryl, I'm scared. What should we do?
I stare at all of them, and I was like, have you guys ever seen Primer?
Oh, fuck. No, I haven't.
It makes no sense. This doesn't make any sense either. You guys are right. I don't know what's going to happen. Give me 1 second. And I say, yeah, we're still trying to find the kids, and sorry I called you right back. I didn't realize it was
No,
only
you
30
don't have to
seconds.
apologize. Okay, so yeah, Mercedes, and then you also took Nicholas and
Yeah.
Mark. Okay, so yeah, I can talk to Mercedes and Samantha and.
Yeah, just let them know that everything's okay, and the other dads here were just wanting to check in and make sure that everybody's having a good time over there and that everything's okay over here.
I mean, yeah, nobody's having a really good time because the kids are
Yeah.
missing. But I mean, yeah, is that it? You just wanted to check to.
Yeah, you know what? We'll I'll call you a little later tonight. We just want to check in.
Okay.
All right.
right.
I love you, Carol.
Wait, could
me
you
too.
just
I hang up.
Wait,
You guys are right. I don't know what.
Okay, now you got to increase the just so you know, the next
It's
time
up
you
to
call,
5.
it's a 5. Yeah.
What? Does he have a phone charger in his van?
Yeah, but the van runs off of Japanese compliments now, and the inverter doesn't work on that.
Okay,
You got
Sure,
to
there's
get
no
an
electricity
adapter
anymore.
from compliments to electricity.
The
if you want to
batteries
charge them.
died. The batteries died. It's just run
Oh, I
completely off
see.
of
So it's
magic now.
literally just Japanese compliments are
Yeah.
turning the wheels of the
Yes.
van.
Look, you guys are right. You guys know Carol's the sci-fi person. She's the smart one. And all I know is the only time travel movie I saw, it turned into like they all killed themselves. Like they themselves came back and killed themselves. So you're probably right. I don't want to mix anything up.
Wait, but okay, it sounds like Carol's really smart about sci-fi stuff.
Yeah.
And Mercedes is really smart about magic stuff.
yeah.
Samantha is smart about everything.
And Samantha's smart about everything.
But it seems like I'll just
I
say,
think we can trust them with this information. I mean, they're our wives. If we say don't go to Universal Studios ever, even though causal-wise you might want to because we're saying this, like if Carol understands the plot of Primer, I think she would understand the nuance of
so
this
here's
conversation.
the question. She said it was only 30 seconds, which is confusing because it's been way longer than that. I don't understand how those two things happen, but it seems like time's moving slower over there.
Yes.
So assuming
Or maybe time is moving variable speeds, covering our ass, Anthony.
assuming we stay alive, if we waited for a long time, we could tell them and it'll just be like one day. Whereas I don't know what your letter said, but it's like 10 years before they came looking for us.
But wait, what if they're in the future? and we're in the future in some alternate timeline, and so they know that we died, and we don't know that we died yet, and we're dead right now. What if we're dead?
Oh no, I just got over the thinking about that. We were dead.
Oh
now
God,
we're dead
we're
again.
not going down. We're all dead again. We're not thinking about that.
From the coaster, Doug's like, you guys are dead?
No, we're not dead. Okay.
Henry, your letter,
Yes.
it sounded like Mercedes was the ringleader.
Yes.
Maybe you should talk to your wife, man. And
Darryl, can I use the phone to call
warn
Mercedes?
her off of this?
Hey, Darryl,
Well,
what did your letter say?
Yeah, Darryl, you never read your letter to everybody.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not gonna. It doesn't have any more information than what you guys already have.
Darryl, we don't know that. We don't know any information that could be helpful or hurtful or anything. And I need to get ahead of this thing before everybody goes away.
All I'll say is that she was losing her memory, and
Oh.
that's the only thing. She says she was losing her memory.
Glenn, you're into freaky shit. What do
Hell
you
yeah.
think's going on? Do you think this is like a moms of future past kind of scenario
Look, here's,
here? Or are we...
as far as I can tell, due to my experimentation and research, mostly on YouTube, into the paranormal and Wikipedia, this is what I think is going on, guys. I think that the government has untethered our
Okay, why don't
reality
you
from
call,
time. And I think, wait, hold on, Ron. This is exhaustively researched, man.
I'm exhausted.
I think that they are set on a path where this is where they will end up. They might be alive right now, as we just heard on the phone with Darryl. But at some point in the future, if nothing nudges them out of the way here, this is where they end up. And we're here ahead.
I'm with Ron. This is why I fucking hated Primer. Nothing happens. It's just people talking about what did happen and will happen. And like, she just sits there and she watches. She's
So
like,
then
oh,
let's
it's smart.
do
But it's like,
something.
nothing happened. Like Die Hard, something happens. They blow up a building. But this is just, it would be like if Die Hard, they're like, hey, what if
Let's
the
get our
building blew up?
kids
And they go
back.
backwards.
Darryl,
and
get a
forwards.
hold of yourself.
Jesus. You're right,
this
Ron.
is where all emotions are high. We're all shocked. But I think Glenn's right. I think this might be like a
The
grim
end of the movie should be
harbinger.
the end of the movie, not the beginning
I'm
of the movie.
tired of thinking.
That's all I'm
I
saying.
don't know how to think. I don't know how to think at all. I know how to do, and I don't even know how to do that very well. But I think we need to do something because otherwise we're just going to be thinking, and thinking is so hard. We need to get our kids back
Ron,
now.
Can I have a hug? Can we
I
do
think
a
you
hug?
two should hug.
You two, hug it
I
out.
hold my
Guys,
arms up, and
guys,
tears
Dad
start
huddle.
coming out of Daryl's eyes.
Dad huddle,
And he's just
goddamn
holding,
it.
he's just holding his arms out for a hug.
I hug Darryl. Get in
I-
here. Everyone
I-
hug our wives are dead.
Daryl just starts crying.
What does Glenn do?
It's like looking around and be like, all right, get the suitcase. We need to get the fuck out of here,
gra-
guys. I don't even know if this is real. You don't know if
grab
this is real.
Glenn's sleeve and I pull him into the dad huddle.
Glenn just
I
has three
squeeze
grown
Glenn.
men
I s-
sobbing on
yeah.
him.
Are you
Glenn
going
is
to try to
looking at
dodge or are you going to let it happen?
Glenn's gonna let it happen. He's gonna look up at Doug and be like, Doug, is there like a switch? Is the coaster stopped? Is it gonna go if we get back up there?
I think so. Yeah, I found a little there's a little lever that opened up when it came to a stop here. So yeah, whenever you want to bounce, we can bounce.
Guys, this is a real horror show right now. It's freaking me out, and I think we can do something about it, but we should get out of this pit. Also, is that a gun? I want to do an investigation on the gun.
Okay, roll Arcana.
Arcana? Mm-hmm. Natural 20.
Ooh. Okay, I'll tell you exactly what it is.
It's a gun.
Turns out it's a gun. Okay, so this was an item submitted by Emma Stolman. Thank you, Emma. It is Chekhov's gun. So you can sell it for 250 gold if you want to.
Why?
but-
I'm rich.
But it's a gun that has 9 bullets in the chamber. So you can either fire those
In the
bullets
magazine.
like bullets. Or,
Okay.
yeah, it's 9 bullets in the magazine.
Okay.
So you can
It's
either
got one in the chamber, though.
yeah, it's got 8 in the
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
So it's got 9 bullets, and you can either use them as bullets to shoot things, or you can shoot it into the air, and the smoke from Chekhov's gun will take the shape of something that is relevant to your current situation that will help you out.
Holy shit.
Wait, what?
Holy shit.
So if you're trying to do a puzzle, trying to figure out a question or you whatever the hell, instead of shooting it at somebody, you can shoot it into the air, spend one of your 9 bullets that cannot be replaced, shoot it in the air, and then the smoke will create an image of something that would be helpful to you in this scenario.
Guys, I think there's something about this gun. Something tells me that if I just shoot it in this tiny enclosed echoey space indoors without ear protection, it'll give us an image that may help us out in our current situation. I do think, though, we should get out of here. This is freaking me out, and I don't like this.
Okay, I think Glenn's right. We don't know what's going on. We have at least a bit of confirmation that some version of our wives are still alive, and yet these are our wives. They paid the ultimate sacrifice for us. They fought for us, and they did something incredibly brave for us, and they suffered horribly for it. And I do think we should honor them by bringing their bodies out of this place and laying them to rest.
Yeah, okay. Man, this is weird. Someone have like a
Is it pretty
Ziploc-
weird, Glenn, to force to bury our dead wives?
Ron just goes over and sort of tears a piece of bandage off of Samantha's mummy wraps and puts it in his pocket. Actually, he's not wearing. Oh wait, no, he puts it in his barn door.
He puts it over the fence.
He puts it over the fence.
He tucks it into the fence.
No, he puts it he tucks it into his butt. No, it looks like a
Maybe you have a
a
pocket
flag
on your
football, a flag football thing.
Oh,
Because
so it's in the waistband of the holographic belt.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Darryl picks up Carol's body and just starts climbing the ladder.
As you're doing this, I get up there and I think Doug is probably. I'm just like, Doug, don't ask about this stuff. Just leave it be, okay?
Okay.
All right.
You sure?
Yeah, just
Doug's going to go far because Doug knows not to ask questions in any organization he's in.
Ron yells up,
more I hang
"Thank
out with
God
Doug."
it's Friday, huh, Doug?"
Knows the grindstone, living the dream, my man.
Okay.
Are we loaded up in the
All right.
thing?
I assume you
Yes,
leave
we load
the
up,
pyramid.
and I guess we're let's get the hell out of here, guys.
So the roller coaster takes you all the way back up to the top. You leave the same way you came in, no traps, no nothing. It's all good. You come out, and Benedict Cabbage Patch and David Boreanaz are there, and Boreanaz starts clapping, going, "Yay!
How
you
long?
did it!"
How long were we in there for?
Yeah. Oh god. Well, this was full when you started, and now it's and it's almost empty. He's like, ooh, 15, 20 minutes? Not long. Nailed it.
Gentlemen, the curse is lifted. We found out that the mummies inside are actually it's too long and complicated to explain, but they are.
We fixed it.
The curse is lifted.
Yeah. All right. Yes. Cool. So we should probably get rid of just in case they can revive, right?
We're gonna take care of the mummies. So are we good here?
We want our mercenaries.
I officially, as sheriff, as sheriff of Neverwinter, I officially give you permission to buy mercenaries from this guy. Thank you so much. And he falls asleep on his feet.
I say we come back and
Okay.
you guys give us an hour. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go take care of this.
Wait, why? What? Why do we? What do we need an hour for?
We're
Why
gonna
can't we
Go
go now?
bury the mummies.
We're gonna lay these bodies to rest, Ron.
So Payton comes running up to you, all tired and holding a sword. He goes, oh, I heard you guys did. Oh no. Oh man. He sort of looks at all of you, and your sadness is reflected in his expression, and he kind of just sheathes the sword in a new sheath that he's got on his belt, and he opens his arms up and starts walking towards you guys. He's like, bring it in, everybody.
I just
Bring it
run
in.
to Peyton.
Let's go, bring it in.
Tears just start pouring
Let
down.
it out,
back.
big boy. Let it out.
I pick him up and I squeeze him.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody get on this. What's going on? Talk to Payton. Talk to your band.
Peyton, we found our wives from the world we came from.
Where are...
It's a long story.
Oh no.
They were in the pyramid.
I'm so sorry. He puts his hand out to try to face off your face to just sort of be comfort you. But you're too
Peyton,
far
I
away,
love
so he
that.
just kind of does it at the air.
I go right back to him. I'm like, that's a good movie, right?
That's just how
This
we.
is a straightforward linear tale.
Peyton, how do we get to Ravenloft?
We would just take the road really far north. We probably have to go through some random encounters, but we just take the road a ways north. But
All right, let's do it. Let's do it right now. We get the mercenaries, then we can do it right now.
Ron, do you not want to? If you don't want to bury the body, that's okay.
Well, it's not them. It doesn't have to be them. They're not dead yet.
Yeah, I'm with Ron on this one, guys. They don't have to be dead yet. The faster we get this taken care of, the faster we can make sure this doesn't happen.
Okay, gentlemen, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay this body to rest, and then I'm going to call my wife. And it's not going to take very long, but I need to do this before I can move forward.
so where would you like to bury Mercedes?
I am
Ravenloft. She loved ravens, right? And she loved the Pottery Barn loft for kids.
Hey, Ron, why don't you
you and Glenn go talk to the
go
mercenaries?
talk to the mercenaries?
Okay, fine. We will go talk to the mercenaries, and you know what? We'll get them, and we'll kill all the ravens and the purple guys, and then we'll get our kids back, and then our wives will be awaiting, and they'll be like, "You're so sexy for bringing our kids back," and then we'll all live happily ever after.
Ron, we're gonna save our kids and we're gonna save our wives.
Well, we need to do it now.
Okay.
All right, Ron. Well, let's here,
do
come
it.
over here. We'll do it, and these guys can take care of their thing, and we get the pieces together here, and we can go to Ravenloft. All right.
I look
right.
at Payne and say, "Hey, buddy, would you mind helping me dig a grave?"
Yeah, of course, Eddie. No problem.
All right. So Darryl and I head to whatever the most scenic overlook over. Just a nice spot, right?
Nice spot.
A nice spot.
And now you see what a pain in the ass it is to do imagery while describing the way an area looks.
There's a beautiful hill overlooking Neverwinter that seems like a peaceful spot to be buried.
It's the Gone with the Wind tree, but not in the South and not racist. It's like it's like beautiful on a hilltop.
You split into two groups. Peyton, Darryl, and Henry are going to bury the wives. Glenn and Ron are going to negotiate with Benedict Cabbage Patch. So first we will follow the mourners. So you take the van and you drive out of Neverwinter looking for a place that is as serene and picturesque as you believe that your wives would appreciate to have as their final resting place. You drive the van up a babbling brook onto an overlook that overlooks that overlooks the pyramid in the town, and you're like, maybe not that.
Maybe not towards this.
So you find a different, better overlook that is just a lot of really nice wildlife.
With a different pyramid.
They're everywhere.
This is the pyramid.
This one's actually a D8, and the bottom half of it is
I
just
look at
embedded.
Henry. I say, let's just fucking go Ravenloft on our own. And I accelerate. I drive straight there.
No. So I'm going to cast two things. So first, I'm going to cast Mold Earth, which allows me to instantly excavate a chunk of earth. So I'm going to excavate a nice spot of earth to lay the wives to rest in.
I like to think I moved so we're not right next to each other as we're mourning. I'm on the other side of the tree, and I'm halfway through. I'm I'm thirsty. I should see if Henry wants some water. Hey Henry, whoa! Do you dig all that on your own?
It's like a thing I can do, but I don't know why I can do all this stuff, but there's one of the things I can do is move the earth. So would you like me to help out?
Got a regular Stanley Yelnats over here.
Yeah.
I don't what.
It's a Holes reference. Shout out
Holy shit! Whoa. What a pull!
Holes, all right.
Sakar?
Yeah.
I accept Henry's weird magic gift, and I say, hey, thanks, Peyton, for digging. Sorry, I didn't know that you didn't have to do
I
that.
should have offered
No,
that.
that's fine. I had a feeling you brought me along more for the emotional
Yeah, I
help digging
appreciate
the grave than the physical digging.
Okay, so I dig out one for Mercedes and one for Carol, and then I assume one for Samantha too, right?
Yeah, you have the body.
Okay, we lay them out, and I use the spell again to move the dirt back over them. Darryl, do you have anything you want to say?
I go to the grave, and I just look at it, and I say, Carol, I'm doing this just to move on because you're not dead, and we're going to fix this, and I love you, and I know you love me, and I promise I'm going to protect our kid like you asked. And I don't know even why I'm talking right now, because you're okay, and you're going to be okay, and we're going to get through this.
I say, Mercedes, this is such a strange world we find ourselves in, and I don't know if this version of you is real or if, it's still going to exist once we've done this, but the fact remains that you did do this, and I will never forget it. I will never forget how brave you were and all the pain you went through to try to save us, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure this doesn't happen again. And Samantha, I just want to say that Ron's really scared right now, but he loves you so much, and we're looking after him, and we're going to fight with him, and we're going to make sure this all goes back to the way it was. And I know that deep down he loves you, and he wishes he could be here right now to say that. And then I say to Mercedes, Descanse and paz mi amor, and then I cast over all three of them.
Revive undead!
The biggest flex of all time. I cast plant growth, which basically allows me to blossom flowers and plants in a 100-foot radius. And so I sort of make a bunch of beautiful flowers grow over their graves.
Damn.
I put my arm on Henry and said, that was really beautiful, man. You could be a priest.
Oh, thanks, man.
Carol hated flowers.
Oh, she hated flowers?
She's allergic.
Peyton's like, I'm on it, and he starts plucking the ones off.
No, that's Samantha's grave. That's Samantha's grave.
No, shit, wrong one.
And no, it's okay. I like flowers, so I think she would appreciate it.
Okay, well, and I plug one of the flowers and I give it to Darryl and I say to remember her by.
I just realized as I said that is there's a whole storyline where I was picking flowers that were ended up being drug flowers because I said Carol liked flowers, so... That's all. I just wanted to say that. I don't know where I'm at.
This has been a weird day.
I'm
People
just
saying things they
grieving.
don't
I'm
really
just
mean.
Just trying to make a joke.
It's been a wild ride, and I just want to say, let's go save our fucking kids and our wives, and let's get this done.
Hell yeah.
Strength and honor, my dude.
Strength. That's a movie. Strength and honor. I put my hand up for a Predator high five. Boom! Peyton, get in here. I don't know how you do a three-way. One bus, do it.
You guys do the high five, and then he slams his hand down on top, covering both of your hands with this high five. He's like, he does an anime charge up for it, and it hits you like a wet tissue. It's like nothing touched you at all, and it makes this Okay, cool. So let's jump back to Glenn and Ron.
All right, Ron.
So you approach Benedict Cabbage Patch, and he says, "Oh, well done. I didn't hear a single clash of sword nor firing of arrow."
Yeah, that's just kind of the way we do it, my man.
Oh, clever.
Me and Ron here, we're the best, strongest fighters
really,
in all the land.
We're
So
really tough. and then Ron starts crying.
Oh no. And his mustache raises up and blinds his eyes. He's like, can't look at this. No.
all right, Ron, I'll
Okay.
chime in where you feel appropriate. But hey, listen, Benedict, we got a lot of gold here, and we're going to hire a bunch of mercenaries for an assault on Ravenloft.
Okay. How much gold do you have?
Does the word a lot mean nothing to you?
Nice, Ron.
Yeah.
Hit him with the hard tactics.
Yeah.
Neg him.
I don't think you're that sexy
Just roll
or versatile.
Well, okay. Well, here's the question: do you think he's that sexy?
Your American accent isn't great.
Are you deceiving him, or are you persuading him, or are you intimidating him?
What is negging? I guess it's a bit of all
It's
of
like,
those,
babe,
isn't it?
your American accent could be better, and I can show you how.
Well, that's true.
Okay, so Ron negging would be like, well, sure, you've done well with the mercenaries that you have, but maybe if you watch somebody else handle them, you'd get even better, babe.
Wow.
Okay, so roll
And I
persuasion.
wink.
Go and roll persuasion.
It's a 2.
Okay. So he goes, I mean, again, very, very impressive, but I'm afraid that professionalism, the rules of the Mercenary Guild are quite clear on our rates, assuming that's what you were trying to negotiate me into.
All right, what are your rates then?
Our mercenaries, being of the highest quality level, highest caliber, are 30 gold a month. So how much gold do you have?
I quote him, 3 jewels, so that's 6,000 gold.
You have 6,000 gold, then.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, in order to hire a mercenary, you must hire them for a month. So that's 30 gold per.
Mm-hmm.
So with 6,000 gold, you could hire 200 strong bad dog mercenaries for your assault on Ravenloft.
All right, so I'm going to come and hit you with, how about 4,000 for the same amount?
Roll persuasion with disadvantage. Because that's a lot.
How about it, sharks? Are you in?
Persuasion with disadvantage is at 10 plus 9 is 19.
So he goes,
This is a lump sum.
Oh, I'm so sorry you can't take away our last $2,000.
Not every day you get a big old lump sum
so
payment
much
all of a
money.
sudden like
That's
this.
true. If you're willing
I give
to
you
pay,
cash up front right now,
if you're willing to
4K.
pay all of it up front, I will give you a 30% discount.
We solved the pyramid.
Unheard of, but my word is my bond, despite what I said to Ron about 20 seconds
And hey,
ago.
Boreas, David.
Yeah,
I shake him awake. You said that we were also going to get a little bit from the town conference for this as well. Pay up.
Did I?
Yeah.
I must have. So he like just rummages around in his horrible pockets and like hot pocket wrappers come out and like
Hot pockets, huh?
What is a hot pocket in the Forgotten Realms?
a hot pocket is somebody has killed a goblin and just stuffed its body full of like cheese and then frozen the goblin and then tied it up in like leather to like keep it nice and
When
fresh.
you reheat it, they're still frozen in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep that crisping pouch on as long as possible.
Oh, the cheese is bursting out the side of the goblin again. Oh, gross.
Disgusting.
Oh, that's good. And he goes, yeah. And he tosses another 100 gold at you from his pockets.
All right, sure. 4,000. We'll pay it right now.
Yes, I will be more than happy to take it from you. So that is 2 jewels. He holds out his hand and like sticks his butt out a little bit and sort of bows.
I hold the money in with 2 hands and stick out my butt a little bit and bow and put it in his hands.
I
When in
stick out
Rome.
my butt a little bit.
He goes, delightful, yes. And he raises the gems to the curl of his mustache and like, and just sort of screws them into the sides of his mustache. And now they're like little decorations on the curls of his mustache. And he goes, magnificent.
Like Monroe piercings.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Glenn narrows his eyes and draws sharply in the...
If I negotiated high, I could have one in the middle, be fully symmetrical. Would you wish to accompany us on our quest, on our battle?
Yes, we're going to be
Yes.
right in the middle and you're going to escort us.
I suppose the money has changed hands. It is now up to you to order us around. Gentlemen! As he says that, his jowls flapping back and forth in the wind as spittle goes in every direction. You can see that all around you, disguised as doors and shop windows and
Wait, what?
and bushes and small children are actually members of the bad dogs. One of the guys stands up and it's like you thought it was a kid, but it was just a guy on his knees and he had drawn a child's like holy shit outfit onto himself. And 200 strong, strapping young lads stand at attention and salute you and they say, "Bad dogs, reporting for duty. What do you want us to do?"
We want to let the dogs out.
Who? You've released us from our service. Thank you for using bad dogs. And they all walk away.
Wait, what?
I'm joking. I'm joking. Can you imagine that?
Those are the secret words.
Oh, man. Hey, wait, show me some cool moves.
Roll over.
So they hear, "Show us some cool moves," and roll over at the same time. And so they start doing this thing. I think I've seen people do this in real life, where like somebody gets on the ground and does like a barrel roll, and then somebody else does the same thing, but they sort of leap over the other person. So they're kind of like going back and forth, just rolling, and it's just like it's kind of this mesmerizing.
It's like a shell game with people.
Yeah, it's like a shell game
full
with
body
people.
finger tutting.
Yeah,
So dancing.
Dancing.
they dance, they pop, they lock, they
That's
stall.
the reverse Ratatouille
Of dancing. It's a full body
full
finger
body.
tut.
Yeah.
These guys look like they're pretty good. Pretty good.
As you're seeing this, Henry and Darryl come back.
I think Gladiator's playing on the DVD player.
Definitely the other soundtrack. The only I have Johnny Cash in the car, and I definitely have both Gladiator and more music from Gladiator, which is a really good acoustic Spanish guitar version of the main theme. And I'm playing the Gladiator soundtrack.
All right, so we're
in.
blasting the Gladiator soundtrack, and then we pull in and see all of the mercenaries dancing. Is that what we see?
You see them like doing like sort of drills and barrel roll like gymnastics shit.
Glenn struts up to the car and says, "I got us some mercenaries. Hey, everybody, we're going to Ravenloft. Let's rock." I got the hiccups. Sorry.
No, that happened.
No, that happened.
It happened.
Hey, everybody.
Excuse Glenn there. Glenn, give that another shot, buddy. You're the goddamn general. Go ahead, say that again.
All right, bad.
I genuinely can't tell Freddie's real hiccups.
No,
on this
yeah.
movie.
I have the hiccups. I get
Freddie
the hiccups
gets
as an
the
adult.
all the time.
Darryl smacks Glenn in the back. Come on, buddy, you can do this.
Hey, Bat. Jesus Christ.
Quick, scare him.
Hey, Rod, you want to give a shot?
Yeah.
I actually have the hiccups. It's so bad.
It's scary that our kids are missing.
Ah, you're right. Hey, bad dogs, we're going to Ravenloft. we're going to Ravenloft. Oh my god.
Oh boy. Okay, so they say absolutely, mount up, and horses who are also hidden as small buildings, children, trash cans, trees also appear.
What I get from this is that if Ron was walking around sneaking behind trash cans and stuff,
Those
Ron
are human
was
beings.
was just sneaking around actual human beings.
Yeah.
So we would have never made it anywhere in this town.
Who kept their cover extremely well.
These are real pros, guys. We ride, and I lean out the side of the passenger thing and march forward. I'm like, I don't know where we're going though, guys. Hey, Peyton, where are we going?
Hayden says, pretty much it's a straight shot north. Do you want me to get you some water?
I'm just gonna.
I
Hold
can
my
spook
breath.
you.
I'm just gonna hold my
I
breath.
am the scariest guy.
What?
Yeah.
I take Payne aside. I say, hey, Payne. Hey, let's spook.
Oh, fuck yeah. What are we doing?
I don't know, man. You say you're the scariest guy. Let's spook him. We got to get rid of his hiccups. You can't lead an army with hiccups.
Okay. All right.
I'll talk to Glenn. You scare him.
Okay.
Hey, Glenn, buddy.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I know that. Hey, come over here. We're gonna drive. We're gonna get in this minivan. We're gonna blast this Gladiator music, and we're gonna take this army to save our kids. But
I'll
just
turn
look-
it up. Make sure that they can hear.
Yeah. Look this way though.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hayden slashes Glenn's Achilles tendon.
Wait, what? With what? Payton!
What? Gotcha.
Payton!
Boo!
Payton!
What the fuck?
Well, I got him.
What the fuck?
I got it.
My hiccups are gone. Nope, still here.
Not scary. Do the other one, Peyton.
No, wait, no, God.
Peyton's trying to saw further into Achilles tendon with his dull butter knife, and he goes, "Are you scared yet? It's pretty scary, right?
I'm kicking and flailing.
I pick Payne up. I take away the butter knife. I chuck it. I say, Payne,
It hits a mad dog.
I'm disappointed.
They catch
in
it
you.
out of the air, like, and then sheath it into a small butter knife sheath.
Hey, we were gonna scare somebody. You can't use those. I know you're a deadly weapon, but you can't use that power against your friends like that.
Yeah, that's not one of my real weapons. I'd be using one of these. And he pulls out a real knife that like is so jagged and weird looking that even pulling it out like cuts him on his finger. And he goes like, ha ha.
I grab that. I say, okay, I'll give that to you. I'm gonna give this to you when we actually go into battle.
I made that. That's mine.
I know, buddy.
It's for me.
But you've proven that you can't handle these right
Oh
now
my
because
God.
you heard. I
You
know.
asked me to scare. Oh,
Sorry,
the worst,
buddy.
The worst.
I know.
I helped you take a great.
I know. I appreciate that. We can now go in the back seat.
How was it? How was the grave-a-thon?
It was good, Ron. It was good.
A
You know, we
fun-
found a really
fun time?
we found a really great spot for them. Darryl took a picture on his Nokia phone, but it's all pixely.
200 by 130 pixels.
But if you want to look at it, we can show it to you.
We drew a sketch.
I don't want to look at it. I just want to.
Eyes on the prize, Ron. Let's go.
eyes on the prize.
prize.
All right.
Eyes on the prize.
All right, guys, we got an army behind us. I think we got to save our kids, man. And as a side effect, also save your wives.
Oh yeah.
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 As he says that, Darryl, your phone rings.
Ooh.
Nope.
None he?
Who's calling?
It is Carol.
Oh, I pick up. Hey, Carol.
Hey, so I called Mercedes, and yeah, she's trying to get together a little, sort of a group to sort of figure out what's going on. But is there anything I can do? Are you sure you're okay? It sounded like things might not be okay.
Yeah. So you said Mercedes is putting something together.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me just tell that to Henry real quick. You mind hold on for 1 second?
Yep.
Hey, Henry.
Yeah?
The thing that the DM just said.
Darryl, I think we got to tell them. You know, primer rules.
Who's got to tell them?
I think we got to tell them what's up. I don't know that we have time to sort out the timey-wimey shit on our end. I think we just got to trust them.
Okay.
They got a lot more time to figure it out than we do.
Okay. Hey, Carol.
Yeah.
So yes, things are not going very well over here, and I'm just going to tell you everything, and it's probably going to sound crazy, but if you don't believe me, you can also talk to Mercedes. But I'm just going to lay it all out there, and I know you can handle it because you're smart. You understood that movie Primer. I did not understand it. This doesn't seem as
I showed you
complicated.
the diagram. It's not as complicated.
I know.
When he's listening to the headphones, that's his own script so that he doesn't break the timeline.
I know, honey. Believe me. I wish I was
not
as smart
that
as you. I know. I wish I was as smart as you on that. But okay, so. When we lost our kids, we didn't just like lose them in the woods or something. We would have found them at that point. We're in some strange world. We're in a totally different place. Like we're not in America. We're in some strange land.
We're in Boston.
We're in Boston. We're in some strange land, and we lost all the kids. And we've been here for a long time. We've been here for weeks. We found our kids, and somebody took them, and we know where they are. We're going to get them. And I know that's weird, but this is gonna be disturbing. But we found. Just right now, why I called you, which was, I guess was just a couple minutes ago, right?
Yeah, it's been like less than a minute, yeah.
We found you, Mercedes, and Samantha. You had come to find us, and you had been searching for 20 years or so, and you were dead.
Okay.
I'm saying this now because it sounds like Mercedes, she's a little, it's a little new age. I mean, you know how the Oaks
Yeah,
are.
I mean, it's the crystal.
But to my point,
true,
it's like
we
they were right. Like, honestly, I don't understand this stuff, but like, I think, you being the amazing woman you are, you're at some point, you're going to come to try to find us because you're going to try to save us because clearly we don't come back for a long, long time. But when you do, it doesn't turn out well.
Sorry,
Details.
You're saying you're not coming back.
No. Okay, so Darryl, tell her. Okay, Darryl, hi.
Hey, yeah, go ahead. Here, Henry will fill in some of those gaps. This is why I can't understand this shit.
Okay, hi, Carol?
Yeah,
Hi,
hi.
it's Henry. Nice to meet you.
Hey,
Over the phone.
Yeah, no, it's great to talk to you.
Wow.
To
Yeah,
meet you.
Nice to meet you. So basically, we found, this is going to sound really weird, but the Revenge of the... Do you know The Mummy, the movie The Mummy?
Of course, yeah.
So there's the
My
Revenge...
second favorite Brendan Fraser movie.
Okay. So we found Revenge of the Mummy, the ride.
Sorry, what's the first?
George of the Jungle.
Okay.
Okay.
This is why I love her. Primer and George of the Jungle. She's got the whole range.
Nine covers multitudes.
Okay, so we found the ride, Revenge of the Mummy, the ride, in this world, and you guys were in it because you had come to find us, and you thought that there might have been a connection. But I'm just warning you that it didn't pan out very well. And Darryl knows you're into time travel stuff, so we just wanted to let you guys know, we could be causing a paradox or something by even telling you this over the phone. We think it might be like an alternate timeline where we don't come back, but we are going to come back. We're going to save the kids, and we're going to come back to you guys, but just don't go on Revenge of the Mummy, the ride.
So as you say, don't go on the Revenge of the Mummy, the ride, you feel
Now I done did it.
You feel a ripple in the fabric of space-time, and behind you, the pyramid that you just exited disappears and turns into the Luxor Pyramid from Las Vegas.
The Luxor? Oh, don't go to the Luxor either.
As you say that, the Luxor vanishes from space-time and is replaced with the Bass Pro Shop that is the shape of a pyramid, which, if you don't know what that looks like, just Google Bass Pro Shop pyramid, and that's a fucking pyramid full of fishing gear.
Henry, stop. I grabbed the phone from Henry. Carol, look. Here's the thing. It's like after you didn't like Primer, like I went back and I watched it a few times. No, stop saying
Just
stop.
As you say that, it turns into a Fry's Electronics that is themed like the Egyptian pyramid.
Henry, stop. The one thing I learned from Primer is I may not have understood everything, but the more you try to do, the worse it gets, right, Carol? Like, I did try to watch. I felt so bad that I fell asleep. I did watch. I mean, because you watched George of the Jungle with me, and then you ended up loving it. I felt stupid that I didn't like Primer after watching it.
No matter what you do, don't get Samantha involved in this. I don't care what you guys do. Just don't tell her. Don't tell her about this.
I'll do my best, but she's gonna. If you guys are not coming back for a while, she'll want to know what happened.
Well, you can't tell her because then she might get herself. She might get herself hurt or worse. And a little backstory for you, Carol. We're all looking for our sons, which you know because you also have a son that's in this fight, so to speak.
Yeah, and the same son as Darryl's.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's great. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, so, I have the same son as Samantha, and when I look at our son, he's not my son, you know? He's my stepson. I don't see myself in him. All I see is, this really manly vampire guy who sucked, but also, like, my wife Samantha.
Ron.
I see my wife Samantha in him, and I see her eyes and everything, and I see her in him. And if she dies, Terry has nobody. Terry Jr. has nobody but me, and I'm just Ron.
Ron, it's gonna be fine, man.
Tell our wives we love them.
That I can do.
I love you, Carol.
I love you too. Bye.
And she hangs up.
Guys, I think there's nothing we can do. I think the only way out of this, I don't think there's any
only way out is through.
The only way out is through. We got to get our kids back. We got to kick these purple robe guys square in their bottoms, and we've got to get back to the.
If we get back, they never go looking for us. It's simple.
Exactly. That's the only way.
Okay. Yeah, it's simple. It's really easy, guys.
You hear that, dogs? I turn around.
And they go, no, we were not listening.
It's fucking
not-
right. I got no hiccups. I turn on Gladiator. We're going to fucking Ravenloft.
So as the Honda Odyssey speeds off into the sunset, holding 4 dads, a small boy, and a lifetime of destiny, an army of 200 soldiers, all on horseback.
Darryl drives past the graves and makes them all salute.
They do, but like you can tell that the guys in the back are kind of doing it half-heartedly because they know you can't see them.
Hey, I see you back there.
And then their backs get really straight all of a sudden. So yeah, you basically are now leading an army of 200 men and women and non-binary people strong toward Ravenloft.
Dungeons and Daddies is Matt Arnold as Darryl Wilson, Anthony Burch as our DM, Will Campos as Henry Oak, Beth May as Ron Stampler, and myself, Freddie Wong as Glenn Close. That theme song and outro is a little ditty called All Right by Maxton Waller. Thank you this week to Emma Stolman and Brittany Parsons for submitting items that we'll be using in this campaign, hopefully. Like all Patreon supporters, they get the ability to submit items and names for us to pull from. And shout out to our loyal, good-looking Patreon supporters who have put this podcast on their backs. Fine folks with resplendent names like Abby K, Dakota D, Holly Ritchie, Nolan Childerhose, Dylan Bow, Jordan May, Weston Stacy, Victoria Zoe, John Earl, and Turtle Duck 5000. Work on the Rocks Rock EP continues behind the scenes. We hope to have some updates for you on that soon. We're also going to be putting up some new pins and t-shirts on the store soon. And if you want to crack at them goods when they're up, well, the only way to do that early is by becoming a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/dungeonsanddads. Tons of cool perks for supporting the show. Check it out. If your thirst for merch is too much to bear, you can find some right now at our website. That's dungeonsanddaddies.com. We are at Dungeons and Dads on Twitter, bit.ly/dungeondads for a private Facebook group, and r/Dungeons and Daddies for that subreddit. Thanks so much for listening, folks. We will see you February 18th. Oh, we're skipping Valentine's Day. Well, just because we're not here, happy Valentine's Day to all of you out there. And also, happy Valentine's Day from Jordan Rickmeyer to Vincent. Which Vincent? You know which one you are.
There was a time when you could read between the lines. You know they never brought you down. Never brought you down.
Galaxy's Edge is great.
Is it?
It's fantastic.
It's a lot of fun, yeah.
Galaxy's edging. Cut that out.
That's what I did in line for the ride.
Yeah.
All right.